Well, the latter has historically been the case. In areas of health, safety, and welfare, the 10th Amendment expressly reserves the power to regulate for those areas to the states. So the federal government can help out with cash, it can help out with resources, it can help out with information, and it can help out with guidelines. But in terms of the actual power, for example, to reopen Broadway theaters, to reopen stadiums, to reopen restaurants, to reopen other parts of the economy that have been shut down, it is the governors who have shut them down, and it is the governors who will make the decision to open it up. There are things, however, that the president and Congress can do. One of the ways that Congress gets to regulate in local areas is by giving states money to conform to congressional will. Now, some people call this bribery, others call this largesse. But, for example, wanted to lower speed limits during a gas crisis 15 years ago, 20 years ago. It gave the states money to repave federal highways in return for lowering speed limits. So if Congress were to say to Governor Cuomo, there's $100 million to supplement the loss of your state tax revenue, in return, open up Yankee Stadium and open up Broadway, he'd probably take the money and do that. But if he rejected the money, or if Congress didn't offer the money, the decision is the governor's and not the president's.
Right. One of the things that I've heard a lot from my friends, Judge Napolitano, is during this time when the government is trying to restrict people's movements and things like that, is there is some overreach, and wondering whether or not at the end of this pandemic some of our civil liberties are going to be gone. One instance is some are upset that the Attorney General has decided that he's come out with instruction to local governments to make sure that people are actually staying at home. You could argue that a drone is just like a squad car. You send it out to see where people are. What do you think about that?
I think it's an extreme overreach. Steve, I was discussing this with our colleague Tucker Carlson last night, and I said then, and I repeat now, we are witnessing the slow death of civil liberties in the name of public safety. So when a drone hovers over you, that is surveillance, and surveillance is a search. This is not me. This is the Supreme Court. And a search can't go on without a search warrant. Do we really want to live in a society where a piece of plastic and metal in the sky is going to start yelling at us because we're too close to our neighbors? In Michigan, it's illegal to buy a garden hose. A garden hose, it's April. This is the time of year people buy garden hoses. So I think that some of the governors who have the authority to regulate for health, safety, and welfare, and as will we get it back when this is over.
Right, exactly. What will everything look like? And the sooner the better. Judge, thank you very much for joining us live.
Of course, Steve.
Charles Payne, coming up in about 2 minutes.
Our retirement plan with Voya gives us confidence.
We can spend a bit now, knowing we're prepared for the future.
Surprise!
We renovated the guest room so you can live with us.
I'm good at my condo.
Well planned, well invested, well protected.
Voya, be confident to and through retirement.